Travel Towers here, ready to circle the globe without leaving your seat? We've got the top 100 cities to visit in 2025. In this first installment, we'll explore 50 unforgettable destinations across North America, South America, and Europe. We've excluded regions currently in conflict so you can focus on the pulse of each place. The food, music, architecture, and stories that breathe life into every corner. Buckle up for your armchair adventure. North America. Number 1. Puerto Escondido, Mexico. Warm Pacific waves roll onto beaches where surfers gather at sunrise, fueling themselves with freshly caught seafood and tangy ceviche. Slip into the laid-back rhythm of coastal life by sipping on aguas frescas in the afternoon heat, then lounge under palm trees until the sunset lights the horizon on fire. Even after dark, the gentle rush of the tide and the strum of guitars in local cantinas make for a soulful evening. Number 2. Green Bay, Wisconsin, USA. Renowned for its devotion to football, Green Bay introduces visitors to a culture fueled by camaraderie, cheese curds, and frigid winter winds. Explore the local craft breweries dotting the city, then dive into cozy taverns where residents share stories of Sunday kickoffs and storied NFL moments. A stroll along the Fox River reveals scenic paths and a genuine Midwestern welcome. Number 3. New York City, USA. The city that never sleeps, New York is an ever-evolving concrete jungle where the scent of street-side hot dogs mingles with perfume wafting from Fifth Avenue boutiques. Venture into Brooklyn for artisanal coffee shops and graffiti-strewn warehouses brimming with underground art, or head to the bright lights of Times Square to soak in the electric energy of Broadway. In every borough, you'll find a personality all its own, culturally rich, unabashedly bold. Number 4. Montreal, Canada. A rich tapestry of European flair and North American innovation, Montreal offers cobblestone streets in Old Montreal alongside edgy street art in the Plateau neighborhood. Sample poutine from a roadside vendor, or indulge in French-inspired cuisine on a charming terrace. With its bilingual vibe, Montreal feels like a European getaway that's just a short flight from many U.S. cities. Number 5. Pittsburgh, USA. Once defined by steel mills and smoky skies, Pittsburgh has reinvented itself into a haven for technology startups and cultural institutions. The city's iconic three rivers converge beneath dramatic bridges, linking neighborhoods filled with museums, art collectives, and lively breweries. Whether you're climbing the Duquesne Incline or cheering at a local sports bar, you'll sense the city's friendly, gritty spirit. Number 6. Florida, various cities, USA. Whether it's Miami's vibrant Latin-infused nightlife, the Florida Keys' breezy island life, or Orlando's sprawling theme parks, the Sunshine State bursts with diversity. Sink your toes into the powdery sands of the Gulf Coast, then savor fresh citrus at a local farmer's market. Every city in Florida boasts its own distinct vibe, ensuring a constantly fresh experience as a road trip across the peninsula. Number 7. Tennessee, various cities, USA. From Memphis to Nashville, Tennessee is steeped in music history, Southern comfort food, and a twang that resonates from every guitar string. Dive into blues and Beale Street, or soak in country music at the Grand Ole Opry. Homemade barbecue, smoky whiskeys, and heartfelt lyrics weave together for an intoxicating journey through America's musical soul. Number 8. North Carolina, various cities, USA. Rolling mountains, pristine coastlines, and vibrant university towns define North Carolina's wide-reaching charm. Grab a seat at a local barbecue joint and sample hush puppies while tapping your feet to live bluegrass. Outdoor enthusiasts love the hiking trails, scenic drives, and myriad microbreweries scattered from the Atlantic shores to the Appalachian peaks. Number 9. Asheville, North Carolina, USA. Asheville serves as the bohemian heartbeat of North Carolina, cradled within the Blue Ridge Mountains. The town pulses with craft breweries, eclectic art galleries, and artisanal cafes that source local produce. With a dynamic live music scene and farm-to-table eateries, Asheville's creative energy runs as deep as its panoramic mountain views. Number 10. Detroit, Michigan, USA. Once the cradle of American automobile manufacturing, Detroit is now a phoenix rising from economic hardship. Explore revived neighborhoods peppered with art installations, craft distilleries, and revitalized jazz clubs. You'll discover a gritty resilience expressed in Motown's legacy, world-class street art, and a deep sense of community that fosters Detroit's cultural renaissance. Number 11. Portland, Oregon, USA. Portland's neighborhoods reveal a love affair with artisan coffee, bike culture, and sustainable living. Food carts serve up global dishes on nearly every corner, while local breweries and distilleries experiment with fresh flavors. Green spaces abound. Hike in Forest Park or simply take in the views of Mount Hood. Portland is as creative as it is eco-conscious, making it a haven for forward thinkers. Number 12. Sacramento, California, USA. Known as the farm-to-fork capital, Sacramento's fresh produce finds its way into every restaurant and home kitchen. Winery tours and farmers markets make the city a gastronomic delight, with the Sacramento River providing a scenic background. Explore Old Sacramento's wooden sidewalks and historic buildings before taking a bike ride along the riverfront to soak up the California sun. Number 13. New Orleans, Louisiana, USA. A city bursting with Creole and Cajun flavors, brass band parades, and storied history lurking behind every wrought iron balcony in the French Quarter. Join second lines that snake through narrow streets, or indulge in powdered sugar-dusted beignets at any hour. Jazz seeps through the ancient oaks, and the Mississippi River hums, reminding you that in New Orleans, life itself is a celebration. South America. Number 14. Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Rio's golden beaches, samba rhythms, and the looming presence of Christ the Redeemer sets the stage for a city brimming with life. By day, catch the sun at Ipanema or Copacabana. By night, lose yourself in the sounds of samba clubs in Lapa. Everywhere you turn, expect a flavor punch. From fresh acai bowls to succulent churrasco, and a spirit that revels in celebration. Number 15. Buenos Aires, Argentina. Tango's melancholic tunes drift through alleyways, melding with the city's continental architecture and local bakeries serving up empanadas. Explore the colorful streets of La Boca and watch impromptu tango performances in San Telmo. Art galleries, steakhouse asados, and hidden speakeasies make Buenos Aires a sensual whirlwind of tradition and modernity. Number 16. Bequia, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. This petite Caribbean island is a tranquil haven for sailors and sunseekers yearning to escape big city bustle. Serene bays with turquoise waters offer ideal spots for snorkeling or diving, revealing vibrant marine life. Embrace the slow pace by sampling freshly caught lobster from local fishermen, or taking a sunset stroll to the rhythmic sound of steel drums. Europe. Number 17. Palermo, Italy. Palermo's chaotic charm is a microcosm of Italy's layered history, blending Arab, Norman, and Baroque influences. Sample street food like arancini and panea at bustling markets, all while grand cathedrals and faded palazzi tower around you. This is a city where contradiction meets culinary indulgence, at once gritty and glorious. Number 18. Seville, Spain. A city perfumed by orange blossoms, Seville comes alive with flamenco, sangria, and scorching summers. Intricately tiled Alcazar courtyards speak to its Moorish legacy, while rooftop bars buzz with locals sharing tapas late into the night. By day, stroll the winding cobblestone alleys. By evening, the city pulses with a musical heartbeat that's impossible to ignore. Number 19. Salzburg, Austria. Salzburg's Baroque skyline nestles against the Alpine backdrop, and the sound of Mozart's compositions seem to echo from every concert hall. Wander through Mirabelle Gardens, where the floral displays match the city's fairy tale charm. Between classical concerts and visits to the fortress perched above, indulge in strudel and coffee at a local cafe, an Austrian ritual you won't soon forget. Number 20. Vienna, Austria. The grandeur of the Habsburg Empire lingers in Vienna's opulent palaces and gilded ballrooms. Let the strains of the Vienna Philharmonic guide you to a coffee house where time slows down over a slice of Sachertorte. Beyond the imperial facades, contemporary galleries and edgy street art hint at a modern undercurrent thriving beneath the city's elegant veneer. Number 21. Small towns in Slovenia. Slovenia's countryside bursts with idyllic lakes, rolling vineyards, and medieval villages that seem plucked from a storybook. Bled offers a glacial lake crowned by a church on a tiny island, while Piran boasts Venetian-influenced architecture and Adriatic views. Friendly locals pour homemade wines and serve hearty stews, reminding you that true hospitality knows no borders. Number 22. Vilnius, Lithuania. Vilnius blends Baroque churches with bohemian cafes, set among meandering cobblestone lanes. The Uzupis neighborhood, a self-declared republic, brims with whimsical art installations, microbreweries, and a free-spirited atmosphere. Amid the medieval charm, you'll find a new wave of creative chefs putting modern spins on traditional Eastern European fare. Number 23. Toulouse, France. Known as La Via Rosée for its pink-hued terracotta bricks, Toulouse marries a rich aeronautical industry with a soulful southern French vibe. Explore Romanesque basilicas and bustling squares lined with cafes that serve cassoulet and fine wine. As night falls, street musicians often flood the historic center with a melody that feels deeply, unmistakably French. Number 24. Bansko, Bulgaria. Tucked beneath the Pirin Mountains, Bansko is Bulgaria's rising star for both winter sports and summertime getaways. Quaint stone streets lead to mahanas, traditional taverns, dishing up hearty stews and locally made rakia. After hitting the slopes or hiking the alpine trails, unwind in the town's laid-back bars or cozy by a fireplace in a rustic lodge. Number 25. Genoa, Italy. Maze-like alleys, called caruggi, form the core of Genoa's ancient port heritage, where grand palaces brush up against humble trattorias. This is the birthplace of pesto, and you'll taste tradition in every aromatic spoonful. Marvel at Renaissance architecture, elaborate churches, and the hum of maritime commerce that still defines this coastal city. Number 26. Palma de Mallorca, Spain. The capital of the Balearic Islands, Palma blends beachy resort vibes with a Gothic cathedral overlooking a shimmering Mediterranean. Sunseekers flock to hidden coves, while foodies delight in tapas bars serving fresh seafood and local sobrasada sausage. Wander narrow lanes lined with boutiques and end the day with a waterfront stroll, as sailboats gently rock in the harbor. Number 27. London, England. Ancient pubs, modern skyscrapers, and a swirl of global cultures define this sprawling metropolis on the Thames. Tour the grand palaces and museums by day, then catch a West End show or lose yourself in the pumping nightlife of Soho or Shoreditch. London is a tapestry of tradition and trend-setting innovation. Explore it all, from full English breakfasts to Michelin star dining. Number 28. Paris, France. The romance of the City of Light seeps into every café terrace, along the Seine's tranquil banks, and within the glow of the Eiffel Tower at night. Art lovers can't miss the Louvre or Musée d'Orsay, while fashionistas will find heaven in the boutiques dotting the Champs-Élysées. Whether savoring a flaky croissant or strolling through Montmartre, Paris seduces with effortless elegance. Number 29. Rome, Italy. Layers of history greet you at every turn, from the Colosseum and Roman Forum to Renaissance-era piazzas. Toss a coin in the Trevi Fountain, and then indulge in fresh pasta served in a family-run trattoria. Rome's vibrant streets blend ancient grandeur with the contemporary energy that fuels its bustling cafes, plazas, and art galleries. Number 30. Madrid, Spain. The capital of Spain moves at a satisfying pace. Afternoons slip by in the shade of lush parks, and nights stretch into the wee hours over tapas and wine. Famed art museums like the Prado and Reina Sofia cultivate a deep artistic heritage. Whether you're admiring Baroque architecture or dancing until dawn, Madrid invites you into a world of exuberant color and warmth. Number 31. Barcelona, Spain. A seaside city renowned for Gaudi's architectural marvels, Barcelona pairs the whimsy of Park Güell with the Mediterranean's salty breeze. Indulge in Catalan cuisine. Think seafood paella, jamón ibérico, and sweet crema catalana at bustling markets or intimate tapas bars. The nightlife pulses across the Gothic quarter and along the beach, ensuring that Barcelona's energy remains ceaseless. Number 32. Berlin, Germany. Reborn from a tumultuous history, Berlin is an eclectic hub where underground clubs rub shoulders with grand imperial buildings. Street art announces the city's creativity, while museums chronicle its storied past. From Turkish markets in Kreuzberg to hipster cafes in Prenzlauer Berg, Berlin embraces diversity, raw edges, and boundless reinvention. Number 33. Amsterdam, Netherlands. Canals course through centuries-old townhouses, and 1,000 bicycles whisk locals past tulip stands and artisan cheese shops. Wander the narrow streets, popping into quirky museums or sampling stroopwafels at a corner bakery. The city's laid-back, open-minded culture invites you to explore coffee shops by day and shimmering canal reflections by night. Number 34. Copenhagen, Denmark. This Scandinavian capital exudes a cozy charm known as hygge, most easily felt when you're sipping coffee amidst candlelight and minimalist decor. Breathe in sea air at Nijvan, where colorful buildings line the waterfront, and venture to Christiania for a taste of free-spirited community living. Design-conscious shops and Michelin-starred restaurants reflect Copenhagen's flair for innovation. Number 35. Reykjavik, Iceland. Despite its small size, Reykjavik bursts with Icelandic character. Colorful corrugated metal houses, an inventive culinary scene, and a legendary nightlife powered by geothermal energy. Natural wonders surround the city, from towering waterfalls to epic volcanoes and steaming hot springs. After a night out, soak in a geothermal pool to rejuvenate before your next Icelandic adventure. Number 36. Cordoba, Spain. Stroll through flower-filled courtyards in the old Jewish quarter, then marvel at the mezquita's Moorish arches, a testament to centuries of cultural fusion. Cordoba's Andalusian history whispers from every corner, while tapas bars and lively taverns offer jugs of chilled sangria. In May, the Patio Festival celebrates the city's love for color, fragrance, and community spirit. Number 37. Tromsø, Norway. A gateway to the Arctic, Tromsø offers midnight sun in summer and dancing auroras in winter. Fishing boats unload their catch in the harbor, inspiring fresh seafood dishes in local kitchens. Venture beyond the city for reindeer sledding or hikes across pristine fjords, discovering why nature here feels humbling yet thrilling. Number 38. Stuttgart, Germany. Home to both Mercedes-Benz and Porsche, Stuttgart merges automotive ingenuity with vineyards rolling through its outskirts. After touring car museums, enjoy the city's green spaces, like the expansive Schlossgarten, where locals picnic under chestnut trees. Culinary highlights include Swabian specialties like Maltischen, all paired with robust local wines. Number 39. Dubrovnik, Croatia. Dubrovnik's fortified walls encircle a labyrinth of marble streets and terracotta rooftops, where each alley might reveal a hidden cafe or age-old chapel. Overlooking the Adriatic Sea, the city radiates a medieval charm that made it a perfect backdrop for epic film sets. Soak in panoramic views on the cable car ride up Mount Serd, then descend to feast on fresh seafood. Number 40. Munich, Germany. Bavarian heritage thrives in Munich's beer gardens, Baroque churches, and grand squares. The Englischer Garden is a vast oasis where surfers ride a man-made wave, and local traditions come alive during Oktoberfest. Savor pretzels, Weisswurst, and hearty stews as you dive into a city that balances old-world charm with modern flair. Number 41. Porto, Portugal. The Douro River cuts through this hilly coastal city, where centuries-old bridges span the water like filigreed arches. Wander the Ribera district's narrow lanes, tasting port wine in cellars that line the riverbank. Every viewpoint in Porto reveals terracotta rooftops tumbling toward the sea, creating a postcard-perfect setting for travelers seeking romance and authentic Portuguese spirit. Number 42. Edinburgh, Scotland. A medieval fortress crowns Edinburgh's Old Town, where winding streets open to hidden courtyards and centuries of history. Enjoy a dram of whiskey in a cozy pub, or roam the Royal Mile for bagpipers and artisanal shops. The dramatic natural beauty of Arthur's Seat looms nearby, a reminder that wild landscapes rest just outside the city's cobblestone heart. Number 43. Prague, Czech Republic. Prague's Gothic spires pierce the sky, while the Charles Bridge bustles with street musicians and curious wanderers. Sample hearty Czech cuisine, like goulash and turtleneck, before exploring the city's famed beer halls. Venture up to Prague Castle for panoramic views over orange rooftops that shimmer in the setting sun, casting a fairy tale aura across the Vltava River. Number 44. Budapest, Hungary. Buda and Pest sit on opposite sides of the Danube, joined by historic bridges and an unmistakable elegance. The city's grand boulevards flaunt ornate architecture, while ruined bars hidden in abandoned buildings keep the nightlife invigorating. Treat yourself to a soak in a thermal bath, then dine on paprika-spiked dishes in a candlelit bistro. Number 45. Stockholm, Sweden. A city built on islands connected by bridges, Stockholm blends sleek Scandinavian design with natural beauty. Tour the cobblestone streets of Gamla Stan for centuries-old buildings, or hit the modern neighborhoods for innovative cuisine. With water as a constant companion, Stockholm's crisp sea breeze and enchanting waterfront never fail to inspire. Number 46. Lisbon, Portugal. Lisbon's iconic yellow trams rattle up and down steep hills, granting glimpses of tiled facades and iron balconies. Fado music drifts from tucked-away taverns, telling stories of longing and love. Enjoy pastel de nata from a local bakery while you watch the sun sink into the Atlantic, bathing the city in warm hues. Number 47. Athens, Greece. Ancient ruins like the Acropolis and Parthenon keep watch over modern Athens, bridging millennia of human history. Wander through Plaka's winding streets, sampling souvlaki and sipping ouzo under bougainvillea canopies. Contemporary art galleries and hip cocktail bars prove that Athens' creative energy is as fierce as its storied past. Number 48. Venice, Italy. A floating city of canals, gondolas, and Renaissance grandeur, Venice stands on the edge of the Adriatic like a living postcard. Lose yourself in quiet backstreets where laundry lines sway overhead and hidden churches surprise you with intricate frescoes. Embrace Venetian specialties like cicchetti and risotto al nero de sepia, allowing yourself to be lulled by the gentle slap of water against stone. Number 49. Florence, Italy. The birthplace of the Renaissance, Florence brims with iconic art and architectural masterworks. Sip espresso while admiring the Duomo's majestic dome, and wander across the Ponte Vecchio where jewelers have hawked their wares for centuries. Olive groves and vineyard-laced hills encircle the city, making each sunset an unforgettable Tuscan tableau. Number 50. Dublin, Ireland. Dublin's historic pubs come alive with warm conversation, Irish folk music, and pints of Guinness poured in perfect measure. Walk along the River Liffey, dotted with stone bridges, then discover the literary heritage of James Joyce or W.B. Yeats. Beneath the city's jovial exterior is a deep-rooted spirit of resilience, creativity, and welcome. That wraps up the first half of our whirlwind tour. From the deserts of the American Southwest to the fortresses of Eastern Europe, each destination has left its own vibrant mark. Join us in Part 2 for the next 50, covering even more ground across Asia, Africa, Australia, Oceania, and the Middle East. Our travel story is far from over. That concludes the first part of our exciting journey. We've explored a diverse range of destinations, from the deserts of the American Southwest to the fortresses of Eastern Europe, each with its own unique charm. Join us for Part 2 as we continue our adventure, covering 50 more incredible locations across Asia, Africa, Australia, Oceania, and the Middle East. Our travel story continues. Like, subscribe, and comment below to stay tuned for Part 2.